This is the Frugal Gardener. It's springtime and I am back in the garden. If you are familiar with my channel, you know that I like to keep things interesting, and every spring I find new things to plant. This year I'm going to have more room to garden, so more room, more new stuff. This is probably going to be a two-part video because you guys know I like to keep things short, and there's going to be a lot of new things in my garden this year. I'm going to start a medicinal garden. It's going to be a small project at first. Hopefully it will expand. But right now, this is what I have to show you guys, what I have going on. I'm going to start with something that you've probably all seen before, and these are bottled gourds. I have been reluctant to grow these in the past because for what I want to use them for, it's going to take a year. I want to make a birdhouse out of this. I want to make possibly a bird feeder, but at least bird houses. And from everything that I've learned in my research, after these are grown, they need to dry out, which means that I probably won't be able to use this until next year. But that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get it done. Down here is Jamaican Sorrow. This is a small pack, but this is something that caught my attention. Watched what was it? Homegrown, and this was on a segment. These are these seeds, when they're mature, you can use them for teas. But I mentioned in the opening that they have medicinal purposes. I mean, they're full of different things that can help you. I mean, magnesium, calcium, potassium, different vitamins. You're saying that it can actually help lower your blood pressure. It's anti-inflammatory and has vitamin B's. So that is something that I'm definitely looking forward to, and the colors are pretty too. So just like with the sorrel, the chickweed is similar. Obviously the color is different, but it has a lot of advantages to it, and it has a lot of the same nutrients that the sorrel has. So I decided to grow that also, and on top of everything else, it's also used as a diuretic, and they say it should help you lose weight because it's an appetite suppressant. Again, this is the tea, and I'm curious to see how much of this is actually going to going to be true, and how much of it is just hype. So that's one way to find out. Now, these two guys here are totally different category. This Yarrow, this is because of a problem I had last year. Again, if you're familiar with my YouTube channel, I had a problem attracting pollinators. This is one of the things that I'm doing to help solve that problem. This attracts hummingbirds, attracts butterflies and other pollinators. This one here attracts bees and other pollinators. So I'm going to get these in the ground as soon as I know that the weather's going to be warm enough so that they don't die on me. And these two guys are going to be my 1-2 punch, and hopefully attract all kinds of pollinators. People think of bees as pollinators, which they are, but I mean, there's a half a dozen other pollinators. I did a blog on it not too long ago, so I'm not just after the bees. So what do we have left here? The white sage that is something that I kind of threw in because I like the color. I like the way it looks. Basically, this is also supposed to be medicinal. The white sage is supposed to reduce your stress. It's supposed to calm you down. It's supposed to elevate your mood. And it's supposed to have a cleansing effect. It's used in a lot of rituals, religious rituals, but basically, it's supposed to calm you down. So I've grown regular sage. Now I'm going to grow the white sage. And that leaves me with this guy here. These are Tropia onions. Now, these are way different from the regular onions, and that is because this is grown on well, it originates from the coastal areas of Italy. They're saying that these are sweeter than regular onions, milder than regular onions, and because they're grown on the coast, they're growing, it's like partial sand. I've seen people eat these raw, just bite them to them like you would an apple. So these are something unusual, and again, I like to grow things that are different. So this is another newbie in my garden this year. So right now we're up to what, 7? This is 7, and there's probably about 5 or 6 more that I'm going to do, and it's because I'm going to have different types of gardens this year. It's not just going to be, food. So that's my part 1 of this, and I'll do part 2 in a couple of days. But again, I'm showing these to you guys because you might find 1 or 2 or more of these interesting enough to plant in your garden. Hopefully that'll be the case. Well, I am the Frugal Gardener, and if you want to see what I have next, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, please hit the notification button because there is a lot going on this summer, and I'll tell you about it later. In the meantime, you guys enjoy your day, and remember, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Have a great day.